What is up, tubers? I want to show you my method, and I've tried it and I've tested it and I have proven it, and I just proved it again. The number one best way to get out of a speeding ticket, period. This is not a get out of jail free card. This is a get out of a ticket free card. I'm going to show it to you right here. This is a Glock 30 45 caliber with laser sights. Now you're saying, how's that a get out of a ticket free card? Well, I can tell you many instances, but the most recent one just happened 30 minutes ago. And I want to explain to you how it works. I'm driving through the country on a small town country road on the way to my destination, and I'm not paying attention. You know how when you go through a small town, the speed limits drop down to something ridiculously slow, also known as a speed trap. Well, I've been through a few of them, and when there's people in front of me, they slow down and I just follow them through. The rest of the time, I just neglect to go all the way down to that 25-mile-an-hour speed limit, and I just cruise through there on a safe speed for the area I'm in. So I'm coming through here, and a sheriff is coming the other way, and I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that I was in a small town, and I kind of looked at him when he passed me, and I'm watching him, and he pulls over on the right, and then he hangs a U-turn, and I'm like, shit, I must have been going too fast. So I saw him turn around, he's accelerating. It's only him and me on the road, so I pull over real fast, well off the road, to be safe for him in case the big semi comes. And he comes up to the car. I got both of my front windows down because they are, let's see, as you can see, lightly tinted. He pulls over, and I'm like, man, was I not paying attention? I'm basically admitting to him that I was probably going too fast. Then I pull this out, and I show him this. Ooh, two of them. What are two of them, you say? One of them is my driver's license, and the other is my Utah CHL or CCW, depending on what state you live in. It's my license to carry a weapon. Now in Texas, where I'm from, it was pretty much mandatory and expected that you show both of those every time you're pulled over, whether you are carrying a weapon or not. I'm in that habit, and I think it's respect. I'm not sure what the laws here in Montana are, so now you know I'm in Montana. But I showed him both, and he's like, oh, thank you. It's like, you don't need to show me that. I'm like, I may not need to, but it's courtesy and it's respect. I know that you're an officer and you got a weapon. Now you know I'm a civilian and I got a weapon. And that's exactly what I told him. He goes, well, thank you. He goes, do you have your registration and insurance? I'm like, yes, sir, I do. It's in my glove box where my weapon is. And he's like, yeah, okay, go ahead and get it. He goes, I'm not worried about you because you've shown me and told me explicitly where your stuff is and that you're carrying. And normally when people do that, I feel safe that you're not going to shoot me. So joking wise, I said, well, you know, even if I did shoot you, I'd probably miss you. And he jokingly replied, oh, I don't know about that. Anyways, we got a bond. We got a mutual respect thing going on there for showing him that. And he's like, well, I'm not exactly sure where you crossed the speed limit line. There's different speed limits through the town. You're doing 57, so whatever it was, you're doing over 10 miles an hour. And He basically told me this. He said, I'm gonna go run your numbers, your card, your license, and if everything's clean, I'm just gonna give you a warning and let you on your way. I'm like, oh man, thank you so much. So he went back to his car, came back shortly thereafter with just my licenses, both of them, because he took them both to the car, to his patrol unit, and came back and he goes, all right, you're good to go. I'm like, thank you. And then he asked me, then we started having a mutual respectful conversation. Where are you going? And I told him. He's like, oh, it's gonna be great up there, water's probably running high, yada yada yada. And we had a little bit more chit chat, and then we both went on our way. I've had this happen to me several times in several other states, more so in Texas because that's where I'm from and spent most of my life, but in other states too. It's a mutual respect. They know because you got a CHL and you're up front with them, and you're a law-abiding citizen. All of your information on your insurance, registration, driver's license, CHL, they all got the same address. You're a law-abiding citizen. I'm going to go out on a limb, 99% of the time, if you're not rude to them, they're going to let you go with a warning. Because 99% of the time it's happened to me. So, learn how to shoot, buy you a gun if you don't have one already, get you a license to carry, and carry. One more incident I do remember that my CHL and weapon got me out of a ticket. This was back in Texas. David and I were on our motorcycles and we got pulled over, gave the sheriff license and our CHLs, and they, normally their normal reply is, where is your weapon? Both of us were ankle carrying. And then normally in Texas, because everybody's into guns there, the officer asks, he goes, what do you got? David goes, 38 revolver, and I go a Ruger, what is it? PCP, CRP. It's a little 380 automatic. And the officer, all right, we have Fox Business, keep coverage. And the officer asked me, what are you going to do with that? I said, man, if I'm close enough, I could put an eye out. And all three of us got a good laugh out of that. Subsequently, we bullshitted for a little while. He gave us warnings. And maybe even printed warnings, I'm thinking. And let us go. All right, man, I hope this helps you get out of tickets. It's not going to keep you out of jail, but it may keep you out of tickets. If you've ever had experiences, or if you're a law enforcement officer, leave a comment as to what you feel about what I just said. All right, man. Let's see. Thumbs up. Subscribe. See ya.